Hello, my name is Syed Ayub, and this is the first task of the Spark Foundation. The student prediction using supervised machine learning, where I have imported the data of the student by using the import function pandas, numpy, and matplotlib and seaborn. We have imported some libraries to import the dataset. Nextly, then we will read the data. The shape of the data is been 25 rows and 2 columns. Coming to the columns, where we have 2 columns, score and the hours. It's totally depend upon the data, where the data will move this problem to a linear regression problem. To the info section, function will lead to the information of the column and the table, where in the hours column we have not null values. Then in the score section we have no null values. Coming to the describe, where describe function leads to it will calculate the count, mean, standard deviation, minimum and maximum, where as well as visualizing the data set. We are plotting the data set to check the data and observe the data, where we are representing the data set by using the matplotlib library, where the x column will be the hours and y will be the scores, and the indicator of the color will be blue. I have taken the plus symbol to mark the points. We will see that in this graph it's basically a linear regression problem, where the number of hours increases that directly depends upon the percentage of the score of the student increases. We can determine the correlationship between the variables by using the function of df dot. Coming to the step 3, data preparation, where we can prepare our data to train our ML machine learning models. We will divide the data into the features, input and labels, output, testing the data into the divisions. Like we have divided the column and hours section and score section to the x and y variables, where ilog function will read the indexing values. It will take indexing. By the help of indexing value, it will set the values to the x. It representing the hours, how many hours the student have been studied. Then coming to the y, it will lead an array where the score has been come according to the x function. Then splitting the data into the training and testing model, by the help of sklearn.model section, we will import the test, train, split, where we are training and testing our model x and y variables. To the step 4, training our algorithm, we have splitted our data into a training and testing sets. Firstly, we will train our model and test our model. It's basically a linear regression linear regression problem. That's why we are importing the sklearn.linear model. We are importing the linear regression. By the help of linear regression function, we will import. We will just assign the value to the value to our model by the linear regression problem, where x train comma x y train, we are training our columns. Step 5, visualizing the model, visualizing the data set after the training the data, where we are plotting the our trained data by using the model dot coefficient, where we are dot intercept, where we have taken a matrix line to No, no, no. We have taken a slope line, straight line to understand the linear regression problem. By scattering the x and y trained values to our graph. Let us see our graph, where it's basically a linear regression problem. It's totally dependent, like how many hours he will study, the number, if it increases, directly the score will also increases. Then making prediction. Coming to the step 6, we have training our algorithms by let us see our tested values. Let me just take a look. Okay, let's compare the two values, where the actual value and where our ML model value. Let us see that. Let us compare the two things. Testing with our required data, where question has raised that how many marks he will get on 9.2 hours daily if he studied. Let us see that. Directly we have taken hours is equal to 9.25, where our predicted model is equal to model dot evaluating our model. By evaluating our model, we will get the mean absolute error. Like our mean absolute error will be 4.59.